too many people look at marriage as like the goal versus like marriage should be considered like going to the league. Like you play football. If I go to the league, it's like getting married. Like it should be a rare thing.
Right, yeah.
You should be like, all right, you have to qualify as being knighted as married. Like, like two people should be able to freely go get married.
Yeah, we need more regulation in marriage.
Facts.
Where people are like, you have to like show your credit or something.
Yeah.
To the government.
It's got to be more vibes, or else like it's just not. Yeah, we got to have a vibe test, like to be a fucking U.S. citizen. It's crazy.
It should be like you should have to have like a UFC fight for it.
Yeah.
With, like all the dudes who are dropping dick off at her house, you should have to like literally go into combat.
Right. All the fucking outside middle linebackers, fucking strong side linebackers in college that she was fucking with LeBron. He was
LeBron Landry. Shout out to that.
Yeah, exactly. Some random motherfucker was in the Patriots for 2 seasons. Now he works at Enterprise. You gotta fucking fight that dude.
Let me tell you, Enterprise. That's for every ex-athlete.
Yes. A lot of my homies. Shout out to the gang,
bro.
A lot of the niggas was getting charges and fucking challenging, pulling up homecoming and shit, with Maseratis and shit.
That the ex-athlete to Enterprise rental car pipeline is crazy.
It's 1-to-1. It's medium key 1-to-1. All niggas in men's warehouse suits and shit. You late as hell. Trying to get back fucking home.
When your boy shows up in the Enterprise like polo with the logo on it, you're like, damn, it's all coming to an end.
Yeah, the combine didn't go how you thought it was, big dog. Yeah, that 4.9 ain't gonna cut it, nigga.
Hard to run routes in the league.
Yeah.
Boy, get the blanket just selling rental cars.
Yeah, get upcharge to that fucking Challenger, nigga. Yeah, it's homecoming.
Back with another motherfucking episode of the Practical Advice for Weird Little Guys Being Cool. Too long of a goddamn title podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in white pants today because it's cruise ship season and I'm living like it, baby. We got the body out. The arms are looking nice. And folks, I am joined today by an absolutely fucking hilarious guest. Give it up in the motherfucking studio audience, everybody. Clap your hands for the one and only Danny Sellers. Yes,
what up,
sir.
bro?
What up, dog? What's happening? How we doing?
It's hot as fuck in New York City.
And yes, folks, the air conditioning can still barely keep up, and I don't tell the guests that until they get there because they will bail.
Yes, it's hectic. Getting off the musty train. It's crazy. I don't know how people have sex in the city after, like, you got to go home and wash your nuts first, bro.
Bro, I'm saying it's like you're on a first date and you're literally like gushing out your forehead. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm going into these dates. You know what I do? I go in their bathroom. If we get back to her place, I'm like, let me go in the bathroom. I get her baby wipes out from under the sink, clean the old dong down. She still doesn't let me hit.
She just can imagine them being musty. That's crazy. Yeah. Shout out to the baby wipes. People sleep on baby wipes. I mean, they have the dude wipes now, but I feel like we should have.
I've been on the baby wipes.
It's essential.
Yeah.
I haven't. I wasn't.
You got to keep it clean down there, especially if, these fucking New York women, they literally will go, bye-bye. They got some finance guy in their life or whatever. Incredible. Danny, thank you so much for coming on, my guy. In from L.A.
Yeah.
How are you, man? What's going on? How is life, et cetera, et cetera?
It's my birthday today, bro.
Happy birthday.
32, you know what I'm saying? I took a little edible. I told you this earlier. It said 200 milligrams. I'm not sure if that was per joint or the whole bag.
Yeah. Well, are you on it right now?
Yeah. Either I'm on.
You're doing incredible for 200 milligrams. If you're
no, but I didn't take the whole one. So I took maybe like a quarter of one. So either it's like
maybe
whatever.
50?
Either it's 50 or whatever 5.
Are you feeling absolutely gonked?
I feel decent. Like I'm there.
I feel like if it was 200, you'd be like, how am I talking on this microphone?
Yeah,
right now?
but then I would have eaten like 50. I would have been hurt. So I'm not like a smoker like that at all, to be honest.
So it's your fucking birthday. You said 32?
Yeah, bro.
Incredible. How do you feel about being in your early 30s? Because I am also 32.
It feels 30 is traumatizing the first like 3 months. And then once you're 32, you're officially grown ass man age.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
So it kind of feels great because you're the youngest of the grown ass men.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. Because my early 20s were so tumultuous. I was such a complete and total fucking nut job.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to have a little fucking maturity in my goddamn life.
And if you still look good, which we both do,
Yeah.
it's like even more in your bag than
Yeah.
at our age, dudes are starting to fall off hard.
Bro, guys are just starting to go bald left and right.
Even I'm like, I'm going, but like I can still do a lot of push-ups.
But you're about 6'3". You
Yeah.
don't need hair if you're 6'3".
Right, exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like hair is literally reserved for everyone under 6 foot. It's unfortunately true.
Yeah, it's hectic.
I am way better looking in my early 30s. I mean, I used to look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I don't.
Yeah, you got a lot of sun.
Yeah.
You got that New York, that fucking Brooklyn jawline now.
I got
too.
the little glow going,
Yeah.
folks. The key really is you have to start working out before your body falls apart completely.
The amount of people that I know that don't go to the gym is actually like worrisome.
Yeah.
Because I have to.
Yeah, you used to play football, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Where, at
College.
Elon?
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask about this, brother. You know, again, folks, it is the Practical Advice for Weird Little Guys podcast. Were you just absolutely drowning in it?
Not a crazy amount. Like not a crazy amount. It's a small but kind of lame school. Like it's like 5,000 students, whatever. I mean, look, we have a lot of fun, 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got into a fraternity, which black fraternity, you travel a lot, especially North Carolina. It's a lot of HBCUs and just colleges in general.
Shout out A&T, go Aggies.
Yeah. Ooh, see, look.
I went to UNCG. I was the white guy at a couple A&T parties trying to pretend like I was cooler than I was.
hitting the Dougie a couple times and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see you hitting the Dougie on Green Street.
Green Street all the time.
There was some spot. See, I know. There was some spot in Greensboro, it was around that area, called the N Club.
Oh yeah.
Very racist. But the first club I ever went to in college was called the N Club. If you were there in Greensboro, what was you asking? Oh, college. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we got on host.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because I lived on a hallway full of athletes, and they were absolutely going to town on these poor women. I mean, I'd be in the hallway like, fellas, leave her alone.
Some 6'9" wing from Uganda, like
like a defensive end. I'm in my room like trying to bag some art hoe.
Hey, Tucker, do you know Jamal? Yeah, he's from Tampa. Yeah,
incredible. So, do you think in post were you like a starting? What were you, a receiver?
Yeah, I was a receiver. I started maybe like 7-8 games in my career, so
That's
I was
crazy.
I mean, like some of it due to injuries. So I was a good like second string to like fringe starter at times.
Yeah.
But we were like small D1, and so we weren't. Well, I wasn't. So people didn't think I was going to the league after like the first 2 seasons. I'm just a funny athletic dude at that point.
Right. Well, that is when you kind of have to pick. You got to
Yeah.
go, all right, I guess I'm a goofball.
Yeah.
If I'm not Randy Moss, I guess I'm a goofball.
And then for me, I still thought until like my third year. After my third year, I was like, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
I'm cooked. Because I'm seeing guys that's going to the league on my team, and I'm not that.
Right.
And then sometimes you think like after the first year, oh, I'm gonna like just grow into it, and it doesn't happen.
What did you start doing? Were you like, what can I do if I'm not going to be a football player?
That didn't really happen. Well, at that point, when I knew, I was still trying to figure out what I want to do as a grown ass man. Like from a job perspective, like I thought I wanted to just be an entrepreneur, but I was too pussy to have like an idea immediately to do it. Like I just wanted to like freedom, and I didn't want to be broke.
Yeah.
So I took some shitty insurance job.
Oh damn! And then you were like, I don't want to be broke. Then I pursued stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like, whoopsie.
Right. Yeah. No, yeah, it was crazy. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Little did I know. Yeah. 10 years later, I'd ruin my fucking life.
Yeah. I mean, my God. Yeah, that is sort of. I'm so fascinated by former athletes because I know so many, and I feel like so many of y'all have that dog in you.
Yeah, I mean, it teaches you. It breaks your brain a little bit. Like if you stick with it and graduate and like play a little bit, like it truly breaks your brain because you start doing stuff that is not reasonable physically.
Yeah.
And then like you're not having as much fun as kids right around you. So you're waking up at like 5:30 sometimes, working out.
Yeah. Going
to class, going to practice, study hall, trying to get on some hoes. Like it's an insane thing. So like getting out of it, if you finish that, I won't say it's like the military, but it's like it's intense. Dog.
No, I bet it's close. Well, okay. I got an annoying question I have. What is it? How tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". What is that like?
That's not that tall.
I feel like that's like that's like the one chicks want is to be a 6'2".
Yeah. I can still like shop everywhere for the most part, and I'm like tall. I mean, it is tight, bro. I'm not gonna lie. People complain about dating.
Yeah.
And I don't
I've never
get
met
it.
a tall man that has a problem with any.
Brother, it's relatively too much. It's distract. It can be distracting. But yeah, I mean, it feels like a good normal man. Like another inch, and it'd be like I couldn't do regular shit.
Yeah, I'm so envious, to be quite honest. If
Yeah.
I was 6'4", I would be Genghis Khan. You know,
White Nick Cannon.
Yeah, I would be literally. I'd be running Warner Brothers Studios or some shit if I had literally 4 more inches on me.
With a fucking villain haircut. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd be going full Lex Luthor on their ass if I had a few more. I'm like 5'11", and I'm such an average little guy. It's fucking unbelievable.
Then at that height, if you get really swole, it's also weird.
Yeah, it's like you're not compensating, but you are.
Yeah, brother, just be regular, dude. Just do regular push-ups.
I'm in my room doing prison push-ups, going, maybe this will convince her to like me. God damn, I'm just looking for a woman.
Yeah, if you're too swole, you get no hoes for real.
That's so true. You literally cannot be too jacked, or women are like, what's wrong with this guy?
It's like a bad BBL. Like when dudes have, when shorties have bad BBLs, they think they're doing something. It's like, man, you have like an ant.
It really is.
You know, but dudes, you get super swole. It's like, it
like
looks weird.
It's a sign of insecurity. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, it's like all these dudes who are like, you know, everyone gives like butt models and shit on the internet hell, but it's like that's just what like a gym bro on the internet is.
1,000%.
Yeah, it's like an insecure guy who has to show off his like pecs or whatever.
And you're taking maybe drugs too to do that. And you're like an accountant.
What's going on with steroids?
It's a lot of these old heads are doing it.
Yeah,
like
everyone's on
testosterone
steroids.
shit, like Joe Rogan. All these motherfuckers take like horse shit, and their veins look like PVC pipe.
Yeah, would you get on TRT?
And my meat wasn't working out well, and I could like easily get my meat back. And I'm like a strong 48, and I'm like decent, but I'm like my shit ain't really busting like that.
You like shoot me up.
Yeah, cause I still young enough to where like I need to be double meated up sometimes. It's still in shape. Like you got grown man strength, but your meat soft.
Double meat. Go to Chipotle, hit him with a double meat. Bro, I forget our dicks are gonna stop working at some point. Bro. That is absolutely horrifying. Yeah, bro.
Now that I'm fucking single and wearing condoms, that shit is like miserable.
Yeah, that is not it. I simply cannot stay hard in a condom.
It's hard, bro.
It's impossible. Bro.
I think people shorties think it's like our problem. Like, no, it legitimately doesn't feel like sex.
It's like, bro, I'm praying to just that like this is working.
I remember as a kid using a condom for the first time, I was just like, yo, when I first had sex, I was like, this is not what I thought I was gonna be.
Yeah, this is whack as fuck. I mean, if I'm keeping it 100, I'm doing it all the time, bro. This is too much information, but you're gonna regret coming on this podcast. A lot of times when I'm putting a condom on, my dick is like going soft as I'm putting it in.
Yeah.
So I'm like halfway soft trying to get a condom. It's just like the worst experience of all time, bro.
Because then you can't even just fuck off a vibe. Like you gotta like fuck, you gotta do all this shit and then stop. Let me go get a condom. Now my ass is out. I'm trying to go to the bathroom to get my fucking little condoms and shit. They gotta come back. Like you can't even just bust off the couch real quick.
But I will say this. I mean, I don't know. Nobody uses condoms anymore.
I'm using them, bro.
You gotta get over that. You gotta catch an STD and move on, bro. Get herpes or something and move on. I gotta be honest. I'll go out with women that look like a goddamn school principal. I'm like, are we using condoms? They're like, hell no. I'm a
crazy. Busting down somebody's mom. Rawing. That's crazy.
I just thought we all kind of moved on from the general concept, to be quite honest. But
I mean, it would be tight. I'm not gonna lie. I would welcome it if like it was a consistent thing. It's too much. I'm doing too much.
Yeah. No, I do want to ask you because you were married for a bit.
Yeah.
And now you're really back out here.
Yeah, bro.
What is the difference?
I have a joke about this, but the dating apps is the biggest difference. And I know everyone like are probably tired of talking about the apps because they've all been on it. But this is like my first 4 or 5 months on them ever. I never was on the Tinder wave. Like I was in a relationship from like 2015, 16 till a couple years ago.
Yeah. You met in college, your ex-wife.
I was a year out of school.
Okay.
Or 2 years out of year and a half out of school. So like literally that shit, I didn't get on for the whole year after the shit. I just like didn't feel like I needed to, and like thought it was kind of corny, to be honest.
No, yeah, it's pathetic and embarrassing.
And then
I'm on them every day.
Right, same now.
I'm embarrassed every day.
It's ridiculous. And then I was meeting too many shorties like in comedy that were like close to the world of stuff. And I'm a good dude, but it's like you don't want to be like, we just fuck. Then I gotta, book you, or I gotta only be booked, vice versa. And like, even if it's all kosher, you just don't want to be in that weird space where like you have to think about your coworkers.
No, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you sleep with a comedian, and let me tell you, they're not wound so tight.
Yeah, none of us are, right. Yeah. And then, somebody else in your business that's also in the scene. So it's like, you just don't want to do it. But, so anyways, after that, I was like, let me just get on the apps. And it's been at times the most distracting thing of my whole fucking life.
Yeah, it's really easy to get on a dating app and waste 45 minutes of your day just like hoping some beautiful. I fall in love with women every day on a dating app. But I mean, this is the most beautiful chick I've ever seen in my life, and I try and come up with like a perfect phrase and blah 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 blah, and then you just wait. You got to just get right to the point.
Yeah. I mean, so Hinge is like that. Hinge is one of the worst apps I think ever. Hinge is great at showing you all of the out of 10 people, the rankings like 7 to 3 on a ranking. Like it's not the best looking and like not the ugliest, but it's all the most mediocre looking people in your fucking area. And they'll show you one like, oh, here's an 8. And everybody else is like 4s and 5s. Like somebody's fucking tutor on this. Like, it's just ugly people.
Yeah, and then I start going, damn, is this what I am in the algo? Am I like, I get nothing but, no disrespect, fatties. And then
it's not even showing me the cute little big joints. Like, show me the cute big girls at least. I'm going to hit, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to hit like on a couple of the big joints, the big mamas. But the
big joints.
The body, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to objectify shorties, but it's just like, what?
No disrespect.
No disrespect, because there's probably a lot of ugly dudes on the other side of it.
Yeah.
I think it just does that to make you pay more money.
Yeah, they go, hey, do you want to feel better about yourself? It's going to cost you $19.99 a month or whatever.
1,000%. Like, you're not even showing me people that would be my type per se. So anyways, but Riot, I got on that like a couple weeks after I that one night decided. Yeah. And that's the only one to me that's worth it.
Yeah.
Because Hinge is cool, but Riot is just like, you're going to get less engagement, but it's just way more attractive. Quality. And also people with like jobs.
Yeah.
Some people lie and then, they don't have no job anymore, but you'll find a lot of like shorties with like dope jobs.
Yeah. And are you kind of like over the moon to be like a single dude again? Or are you like, damn, I forgot what this was like?
Bruh, I thought that I was ready until recently. And I'm like, I don't think so. Cause I sacrificed so much being married in my 20s, bro.
I know.
My 20s, and I'm like not a loser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had like 23. So I haven't made money as a grown ass man until like recently.
Same.
And been like, I'm single, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was one of those things where I just need to exist for a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why I'm asking about this. Again, it is the practical advice for weird little guys. Too long of a title podcast. And I just I like to get this perspective from people who have been on the other side of things.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of dudes who watch the show are single, incel types trying to get some pussy. And they're like, what's going on the other side there? What was it like being married?
I mean, for me, bro, it's one of those, your whole life changes if you do it the right way or attempt to do it the right way, because I didn't, obviously. But
hey,
you have to like compromise everything.
Yeah.
And whether it's you compromising 70% or 30% or whatever, like you have to make decisions with somebody in mind. So if you don't marry the right person, compromising fucking sucks.
Right, yeah.
And so like, I mean, if we need practical advice, would be just like actually marry someone you're friends with, not someone you're just attracted to.
Right.
And that's not just my relationship, that's anything. Like the friendship part is the only thing that keeps motherfuckers together. Like any old couple, they are together for a minute, they like are homies. They really like get food and like chill and like have legit fun together.
Yeah.
Not just because this is my high school or college sweetheart and she sucks my balls good and her mom's chill. So like, let's just do it. Why not?
Well, also it's like even the most beautiful one on the face of the earth, if you have sex with her like 30 times, you're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah. 1,000%.
I mean, Angelina Jolie, I'd be like, after about 5, I'd be like, yeah, I kind of, all right, this is what you're into.
Yeah,
you
right.
Make it here or whatever. It does get boring after
I'm sure. You know, that's just science, bro. Like, so I don't know. It's one of those things where it's. I think people. I was telling another comedian this last night. Too many people look at marriage as like the goal versus like marriage should be considered like going to the league. Like you play football. If I go to the league, it's like getting married. Like it should be a rare thing.
Right. Yeah.
You should be like, all right, you have to qualify as being knighted as married. Like like two people should be able to freely go get married.
Yeah, we need more regulation in marriage.
Facts.
Where people are like, you have to like show your credit or something.
Yeah,
to the government.
It's got to be more vibes, or else like it's just not. Yeah, we got to have a vibe test, to be a fucking U.S. citizen. It's crazy.
It should be like you should have to have like a UFC fight for it.
Yeah,
with, like all the dudes who are dropping dick off at her house. You should have to like literally go into combat.
Right. All the fucking outside middle linebackers, it's fucking strong side linebackers in college that she was fucking with LeBron. He was
LeBron Landry. Shout out to that.
Yeah, exactly. Some random motherfucker was in the Patriots for 2 seasons. Now he works at Enterprise. You gotta fucking fight that dude.
Let me tell you, Enterprise. That's for every ex-athlete.
Yes, a lot of my homies. Shout out to the gang,
bro.
A lot of the niggas was getting charges and fucking challenging, pulling up homecoming and shit, with Maseratis and shit.
That the ex-athlete to Enterprise rental car pipeline is crazy.
It's 1-to-1. It's medium key 1-to-1. All niggas in men's warehouse suits and shit. You late as hell. Trying to get back fucking home.
When your boy shows up in the Enterprise like polo with the logo on it, you're like, damn, it's all coming to an end.
Yeah, the combine didn't go how you thought it was, big dog. Yeah, that 4.9 ain't gonna cut it, nigga.
Hard to run routes in the league.
Yeah,
get the blanket just selling rental cars.
Yeah, get upcharge to that fucking Challenger, nigga. Yeah, it's homecoming. Somebody will get it.
See, I never fell into shit like that where like, obviously we didn't have homecoming where I went to, but
right.
like, like trying to like show out on some shit like for like a like a homecoming where you rent a nice car, make it seem like I've always been kind of authentic and honest. Like, hey, I'm kind of down bad right now.
Yeah. And I was lucky in college because I had a scholarship, and then I qualified for the Pell Grant. And the Pell Grant, if you play sports, you know about the Pell Grant because I think typically it would just go back to the students' balance, whatever. Yeah. So since we didn't have a balance, we would get the check, and we would get like $4,700 a year. So like whatever, like 20 something a semester.
Yeah.
100 a semester. And for North Carolina 2010, that's bread, bro.
Yes, bro. You were living.
Bro, yeah. So like we had a little bit of money to fuck off and like get drinks and whatever. But yeah, we had a homecoming because for football and shit. But it was okay.
Right, yeah.
Like Elon wasn't a crazy, sexy school like that. So like you might find a shorty that you hollered at a year or two before that, you're still in school or vice versa, that you're coming back for, but homecoming wasn't that crazy at Elon. Yeah. Damn, at the HBCUs though, like GHO in Greensboro, A&T that's like one of the biggest GHO greatest homecoming on earth. It's like one of the biggest.
So fire. Yeah. I cannot even lie. My little white ass trying to fit in.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me. Look at that white boy. That way he can dance. Okay, white boy.
That's literally like, make no mistake. Like I feel like I'm pretty chill now, but I was like a white guy trying to fit in with black dudes.
Yeah, looking like Mac Miller and shit. V-necks and shit.
Mac Miller was mine. That was like me going like, oh, I can do that.
That's your Larry Bird. Like, oh, we can play like that. Okay.
I was like, earrings. Okay. I'm down to GHO with like a fucking tie-dye Mac Miller shirt trying to bag some absolute baddie out of my league.
That's so fucking funny.
That actually brings me to a question. But Danny, I gotta ask you, no racism. We do ask every POC who comes on the show this. Our first real question that I like to get into is what is something that you would like all white people to stop doing? Or what's the most annoying thing about white people?
Ooh, y'all do a lot.
I know.
That's the list is long.
And you get one, but you can do two.
Yeah. Yeah. It's honestly, it's the like arrogant shit. Like the simple, like white people are so aloof about danger sometimes it pisses me off. The amount of people that I've seen is on their phone in New York or just like not paying attention or like Oh, my car got broken into. What happened? Well, I left all of my fucking camera gear out on the back seat and someone stole it. Like, yeah, because they probably did it because you fucking tried them.
Yeah, you put their camera gear in the back seat, you're gonna get robbed.
Yeah. You know, like this it's not because it's a bad city. You're a fucking idiot.
You're right. Yeah. We do love to kind of like act like victims when we've done something.
You've done something
stupid. Yeah.
How'd you get in the car? Well, I keep it unlocked so I can get into it easier in the morning. Like, yo, lock your fucking car, you idiot. You fucking also dogs. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm so off dogs right in 2024. And the next year when you do the what's out, dogs is at the top of the list.
What did dogs?
Fuck these dogs, bro. Because dogs suck. They're dirty. You have to you have to actually make sure they survive. And then shorties have to like, oh, I have to go home and take care of my dog, or like, can my dog come? I don't know. I don't want to see your fucking animal in the bed with me, you dirty fucking human. I'm eating pizza the other day. This white lady, me and my man, eating fucking pizza on the side of the sidewalk. This white lady lets her golden doodle, whatever, eat food at our feet, but like doesn't like pull it away. But she's like,
that would piss
20
me off.
seconds straight. She's like, oh, he just likes the pepperoni. I'm like, bitch, if you don't, they think like these dogs are humans. I'm out. Dogs are out in 2024. Fuck these dogs, man.
That's actually fair. I actually can kind of get behind that. We do as white people, we do kind of see it like we will make a dog our whole personality.
And it's like, bro,
morning to night.
And the thing is too, I care about their humanity or their whatever their soul. So I be wanting to take care of them. So it's like I can't even relax because as soon as the motherfucker coughs, I'm just like, oh, yo, are you okay? Instead of just sitting there with my hand on my dick watching UFC.
No, you got some beast you gotta fucking
yes
for. Yeah, bro. Then you get with a chick, you start falling in love with her and her dog. You break up with her and you miss the dog more than the chick. You're like, damn, I miss Danny or whatever the hell his name always
No, it's crazy. I had a talk with my girl, my ex, and I said, fuck it, bro.
Damn, it was what you gotta do.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna sit here and keep communicating back and forth just for an animal.
Yeah.
It's not even my son. No, it's not worth it.
Now, are y'all still cool, you and the ex?
Nah.
Damn, that's kind of how I am. If I go, I go.
Right.
You know, it's cold-blooded. You got to fucking go, hey, babe, I will leave.
Yeah.
For real.
No, facts. Yeah, facts. Not even. Incredible. But I think it goes back to a lot of people will, they marry someone that, or even not even just marriage, but like long-term with people that they really like and like are matches for and shit. And like when you kind of do it in not the right way or the best way, right. And not to anybody's fault, it's like we don't have a base to even keep.
No, yeah.
You know, that's a lot of people I feel like in a relationship.
But it's also for the good, you know. That sounds like it's for the better at the end of the day. I know that shit is hard, and it's like
1,000%.
That is, and again, we preach it every week on this goddamn motherfucking show, people. You gotta be persistent in doing what is best for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's an unfortunate fact of the matter. That's our overarching theme on the show is persistence in the face of everything. And maybe you are in a tough pickle, we'll get the fuck out of it and do something about it.
You really have to, bro. That's the key. You can't, as a person who's risked pretty much their whole livelihood to do certain things, moving and doing comedy or starting to work for yourself, I can't stand a motherfucker that says they're gonna do something and doesn't do it.
My biggest pet peeve,
or doesn't follow through. Like, that I legitimately aggravates the fuck out of me.
Me too, bro. I will not stand for it. That's why I'm always like on this fucking show. I'm like, whatever that thing is you're trying to do, or like whatever that pursuit you have, like do it. And then when the world tells you you can't, go, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's really the thing that makes you from a boy into a man. Not that I would know because I'm a fucking child who talks about pussy on the internet.
That's a fact though. Talk about being like a grown ass man or someone with balls, girl or boy or whatever, is doing like really being relentless with what the fuck you want to make happen.
I think at some point when you're like a young guy, like so much bullshit happens to you. Either sometimes for the good, but mostly for the bad, that you just go, eventually you go, I'm a be who the fuck I'm a be, and it is what it is, and I'm not stopping, you know?
Yeah.
And if you don't ever reach that, that's how you end up becoming like an account manager at Yelp for 50 years, you know, which is my biggest fucking nightmare at the end of the day.
I was on that path, bro, for a minute.
Yeah.
I tried it, and I was like, no, I can't.
It's absolutely not it.
I really can't do it.
Incredible. Well, Danny, I mean, another incredible interview portion. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I just want to dive into that a little bit. You know, I love exploring the other side of life because I've been so single for so long. I'm always like, talk to me.
Okay.
And on that note, folks, let's get into some fucking listener questions. Guys, you wrote in some good ones. Shout out again to all the queens. Every week I say women write in, and some of you did yet again. Just know I will
Queens.
always love you for it.
Thank you,
And on
queens.
that note, let's get into a question from a woman. Shout out to this queen. She's written in before, and we're going to read it. She says, hi, or she says, I read it wrong already. She says, hey, it's the beautiful girl from episode 7. This chick's a baddie.
Okay.
Update, took the advice you suggested, and approaching guys is easier than I thought it would be. Thanks. My current question is about the type, in quotations, you attract versus the type you're attracted to. Is it worth refining yourself, or should you pursue the guys who like you as is? Forever, I thought I needed to stay far away from the artistic creative guy because they're too neurotic and moody, and be with the tech finance bro because that's a safe choice. Newsflash, I'm a creative who's weird and goofy as fuck, and those guys don't like girls like me for more than one date. To add to that, having moved from New York City to Chicago has an added layer of conservatism that I'm not accustomed to. Might move back by the looks of it because Chicago's a fucking hellscape anyway. Thank you for a myriad of other reasons. LOL. Always peace and love. Thanks.
Baddie.
A great question. That's just so interesting because I'm always the creative guy on the other side where women are like, I've got to get the fuck away from this dude. You know? The grass is not always greener. Guys like me are mentally ill sociopaths.
Yeah. But like the losers, a lot of those guys are too. They have to like take drugs or alter themselves to get through the day. So they just have enough temperament to be like losers.
Right, yeah.
And they're still kind of fucked up and insecure or whatever kind of weird thing, like ratio wise. But to her actual question, you can't do anything in relationships to be safe. Like a relationship is not supposed to be safe.
Fire.
It's not. Like maybe a safe place to land, like, you know, from like a retreating back from the world type shit and like being open, but not a safe place is like, this is the safe choice of who I should marry. Because as a human, you're supposed to grow and evolve and be more and learn more, whether you're a janitor or a fucking doctor or a comedian.
Right.
So like anyone that's not either pushing or aiding or supporting you being that best person is like not gonna work out. Like I said, they might look good, they might fuck good, they might give you good gifts, but they're not gonna be your person.
Yeah, that is so fucking true. Dude, and also, damn, that was fire. Also,
when you go through fucked up shit, you just have these soliloquies in your brain of like how shit should go.
Right. I'm also like, I'm big on like, you gotta decide what your compromise is. Like,
yeah.
You know, you can have the safe sort of like finance guy who is going to be reliable, and like maybe like your compromise is like he's got a small dick or whatever the fuck is going on, but you got to like figure out like where if you can't compromise on security and safety, then yeah, you're gonna have to maybe stay away from some creative artistic dudes because it's just never gonna be there. But if you can compromise on that, by all means, I think maybe kind of dial in on that. This is also interesting because as a woman, these are kind of things you have to worry about, where personally as a man, 90% of my thoughts are like, is it fat and do it fuck good?
Yeah, it is a whole different level because like you got to take care of kids and shit, and they don't make as much bread. So that is a different thing. But you still got to be. There's a lot of finance bros that don't want you to do shit, and they hold that over your head too. Yeah. So like, if you're a shorty that wants to be able to come and go as you please and want to do certain things, and you don't want Bob from accounting to like tell you no. Yeah. Then you might want to have a creative dude that's into having a fucking open relationship and like having tattoos and painting his nails.
Yeah, and you know we don't stand for open relationships on this podcast.
I don't either. Have you talked about it?
Oh my God, I'm so fucking opposed to them. It's open. We've said it before. Open relationships are. I'm not a religious guy, but a sin against man.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's just for me, relationships are so hard. It feels like, what am I in? Like, why am I doing this? I don't even get to fuck you only,
Yeah.
and I got to deal with all the bullshit of your life.
Yeah, hell no, bro.
That sounds stupid as hell.
Bro, also, it's like what an open relationship really is like someone is unhappy sexually and
Yeah.
is going to cheat and is going, if you don't let me fuck somebody, I'm gonna do it on my own. And then the other person's too big of a coward to say no. And how do I
Yeah.
know this? Because it happened to me, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that shit, bro. Some niggas digging down your girl and doesn't have to know how her day went. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I've talked about this on the pod before, but I was
crazy.
in an open relationship with this chick, and the dude she started fucking was this guy I used to party with at Duke. Doctor in getting his MBA in business school.
Oh, that's crazy.
8-pack abs, was a triathlete.
Oh, he was dicking your girl down.
Bro, and at
Smart.
the time, I was unemployed.
Oh, she was coming home limping like, oh, Dr. fucking Jones.
Yeah, bro. And I was like trying to be cool about it. In my head, I was weeping at night, going, I know I can't handle this shit, but I was trying to be like the woke
No,
dude.
Even me, like, it's not like I'm trying to. I mean, yeah, fucking most people is cool, whatever. But like, I wouldn't be like, oh, let me fuck hoes and you can't. Like, I'd rather just not be in a relationship.
Same. I always was like, you know, I'm a bit of a nut job, and I was always like, look, if you need to like fuck a bartender randomly because you blacked out one night, that's cool with me. Like,
that's crazy. Hell no.
I sucked off the dude at the bar. That's straight. But like, what it ended up becoming was like, that's when I agreed to it. I was like, yeah, you gotta fuck some. I'm probably gonna cheat on you. You whatever, you know, it's fine. But what it ended up becoming is women don't fuck like that. Women meet a guy and they go, all right, you're my Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, I can fuck a chick and forget she ever existed.
Yeah, and she was doing his dishes sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, whose forks are these?
She's picking out wallpaper. I'm at home, like beating my dick to Riley Reid or whatever.
Salty as hell. Damn, Dr. Jones. Shout out to Dr. Jones.
Shout out to Najib.
Yeah, but I almost said a motherfucking a name that was kind of like wow. Then I was like, let me chill.
No, Najib. I can't remember his last name, Najib. I know you followed me on IG recently if you're watching.
That's so funny.
I can't even lie, brother. You were the man, and I would have done the same thing. But you did break me spiritually for a bit there.
How'd you find out who he was? She told you?
Bro, she goes, I met this guy, and she goes, it's weird. You guys are friends on Facebook.
That's crazy.
And I go, who is it? She goes, Najib. I go, not him. In my head, I said not him because
that's funny.
I knew he was a bad motherfucker. He's like an investment banker now.
Really?
And she's with some little cutie pie as well. Shout out to you.
Call her name. It's like,
I can't. I was low-key in love with her.
Damn.
Goddamn, life is so hard sometimes.
That's crazy, bro.
As we like to say, that's nasty work.
Nasty. In love is crazy. I get it, but damn, that's pain.
Damn, hey, we all feel it, you know. Jesus. All right, let's get into another. This is another great question from folks. A woman. Shout out to the ladies. We love it when you write in. Here's another good one. She says, hi, woman writing in dash. Oh, Jesus. I didn't read this before. Hi, woman writing in dash. I am HSV2 positive parentheses. I have herpes. I know, babe. She said, recently met a guy. We had a great date, went back to his place. And obviously I told him that before we slept together. He was totally chill about it, said no problem, and we used a condom. I liked him, and it was fun, but he hasn't texted me back since, parentheses, it was about a week ago. I guess I'm writing in because this happens to me quite often. I meet a guy, I tell him, we fuck, he never texts me back. Do you have any tips? I appreciate it, love the pod.
Is she fucking super soon?
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like you're like, yeah, you might be letting them in a little too early.
So I'm saying, right? Like if you let somebody beat early, and I'm really not into sex shaming at all. Like as grown ups,
either, bro. I'm raw dogging chicks with herpes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not fucking raw. Fucking raw is crazy.
Danny thought I was kidding earlier. I've raw dogged a couple chicks with herpes and gone to the doctor like, Doc, give me the bad news.
I knew. You gotta at least have busted in if you're going raw and risking that. That's no like Vietnam.
Not the brag.
That's crazy as fuck. Yeah, I mean, if you're fucking too early, like if I'm hitting on the first, second date and you like, yeah, I got my shit is lit. It's a lose-lose situation because I don't even like you yet.
Right. Yeah.
and it's like any kind of ailment or whatever. Like, you know, you haven't even given me a chance to be like, it's worth it because I fuck with you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think the issue you're probably running into here, babe, is you're gonna kind of, and again, we don't sex shame. If you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to jump on a dick in the first 15 minutes of meeting a dude, by all means, I am not mad at you.
Right.
But for your situation especially, I think you kind of need to build a bond,
Right.
with the guy a little beforehand.
Right.
One thing I do want to say though, herpes is not that big of a deal, especially the older you get. We're all gonna get it before we die, hopefully.
It's like don't like how people have like HPV and shit.
Yeah, shit like that. It's like, bro, my
cooked.
view on herpes is like, we all do fucking wild shit, and we all get into a pickle at some point in our lives.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it. You're gonna find a dude who fucks with you. You'll probably find a dude who like doesn't care or already has it himself. You just might have to go through some dudes you like.
And there's also a lot of chicks without it getting ghosted too. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like all these shorties are getting like texts back a week after they beat.
That's
like,
actually
even if you beat on the second or third date, it's not like everybody's like, yo, like, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
damn. That's actually so true. That has nothing to do with herpes.
Yeah, I think it's like 30% hurt, to be honest. So don't even trip off that shit.
Yeah, don't even worry about the herpes. It's actually, it doesn't matter what's wrong with you.
I think that's like just mathematics, science. You know,
that's absolutely
unless it
so
was really
true.
a crazy vibe, but like most niggas is not texting back regardless.
And I'll tell you this, babe, send me a photo, see how hot you are. I will absolutely pipe you down. I do not care about a disease. I got all kinds of shit wrong with me. Why don't we put herpes on top of it?
Wrap that shit up. That's crazy.
Sorry, I'm going white boy crazy, as they
It's
say.
it's a white boy summer.
Incredible. All right, hope that helped. Does that even
I
help?
really think it's more so niggas is trying to just fuck.
Right. Yeah. I think you're all right. Don't worry about the herpes. It's probably something else.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. All right. Here's another one. This is actually a pretty good question. He said, "Dude, love the pod. Just found it off the Johnny Salami episode. I'm a dude, parentheses 28 male, parentheses, and I have a girl at my job that is constantly shooting little shots at me.
Crazy.
Texting me outside of work, touching me while I'm there. You know the drill. Should I go for it? I low-key love my job, but she's a fucking baddie."
Amen, brother. I mean,
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, bro.
You fuck your job.
Yeah, what kind of job is there? Either president of the United States? If not,
and even then, bro, a couple of them have done it.
Right. And they've been chilling. They just lied on it. That's one reason why you got fucked up. Bro, yeah, literally beat. Cause one of you are gonna change job. By the time you really love her, one of you gonna quit. No one stays at jobs more than 2-3 years at most.
Precisely, bro. I don't know. I wish you'd said what you do. Unless I cannot think of one job I like more than pussy. Not stand up. I don't give a fuck.
That's
what
a
it
fact,
is.
bro. Yeah, literally. If you're like an account executive, she's gonna get promoted or leave. If you're an accountant, no one gives a fuck what you're doing anyway.
Yeah, bro. Go for it.
You're a bartender, then you should already be fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A school teacher, like you have a 1 year. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do does not matter.
Dude, I read a stat somewhere. It's like pre-dating apps. I think it was something like 62%
At work.
of people met at work or some shit.
That's
like
where you're
that.
supposed to meet people.
Yeah, that's what jobs are for. Is to get pussy.
It's like people with this. It's the best place, realistically.
It really is.
With their similar lifestyle, similar schedule. You know, like you can actually help each other with stuff.
You see them every day and shit. It's like, why the fuck not, bro? Absolutely go to town.
Yeah.
I will say, unless you're like obviously don't be a dirtbag.
Right. Then it's not worth it.
Then it's like, that's on you and don't be a fucking dirtbag, period. But
that's true.
Yeah, bro, no question. I don't even know why you're writing in and asking. You should be in their DMs right now, fucking
going crazy,
begging for some pussy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really all the advice I got.
Yeah, that's money. And yeah.
I do think now
you just can't dog her.
One of the reasons, obviously, this is not like an intelligent point, but it's like one of the reasons there's so many lonely dudes is like everyone works remote or like everyone's in like there's going in and seeing people all the time is not very common.
Right.
And it sounds like this guy has an in-office job or whatever, somewhere where she's touching him a lot or whatever the fuck.
So yeah,
it's ripe for the picking, bro. That's you're right on.
But be low key about it.
Oh yeah.
Like don't you know what I'm saying? Don't be telling people about it. Don't Yeah, don't be in the office licking her fucking earlobe and shit and talking and how's it going? Just be chill about it because that's when it gets lame.
Yeah, that's when you can really make a fool out of
Exactly,
yourself.
right.
You can really look like a fucking idiot. Yeah, bro, go for it. If you get fired, whatever your job is, you can find another one. And if they fire you for getting some pussy, how sick would that be?
Don't be a manager fucking your employee though. Don't do that.
You ever done that?
No, I was a manager for a minute and I was like, I was also I forgot I was married. I forgot.
I did too, honestly.
I know.
I was just like, oh, right.
Like, why didn't I fuck these hoes?
What the hell was holding me back for so long?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I made sure. I mean, yeah, I guess I had no choice. But if I was single, it's just not worth it. Yeah. When you think about we lived in Chicago and I live in LA. There's literally 100,000 baddies in the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth any kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
For one.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to find your fucking queen.
And this is just if you're a manager. Make no mistake.
Right, exactly.
If you're not a manager, I mean, by all means.
Yeah. If she's like even like a little bit, even if she makes more, that's even better.
Yeah, that would actually be fire. Dude, you remember Greg Kennedy? Chicago comic?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
Bro, me and this dude Greg used to, this is a little story, then we'll get the fuck out of here. Me and this dude Greg used to work at a law firm, and we'd bring the mail to all these attorneys. And I'm talking like, me and Greg were in like, we're two absolute degenerate losers, hungover, smoking pot in the alleyway, bringing mail to like dudes making $250,000 every fucking week or whatever.
Easy.
Greg absolutely clapped one of these attorneys
nice.
off the mail cart. So fire. And I think about that all the time. Fellas, you can get some pussy off a mail cart.
Facts, yeah.
All you gotta do is be a goofball.
Shout out to Greg. Yeah, you getting off the mail cart, that's crazy work.
Absolutely legendary. I think about it all the
time.
That's
a specific bag though that I'm entertaining. Like the late 30s, very successful bag.
I can see you pulling a baddie with some real money.
Bruh, that would be a tight.
Yeah. You have like a mature charisma to you that I think a mature, wealthy woman could really use. You know?
Yeah, a nice little mean ass black lady.
Yeah, you've been through life. They know that you're like not some fucking washed up idiot, you know. Yeah, get you a fucking wealthy woman.
Shout out to Miss Regina.
Miss Regina. Can I ask you this? This is also no racism. Are you more into white chicks or black chicks right now?
Bruh, I have a joke about this shit too. Like I'm all over the spectrum.
Right, of course.
Asian, all that shit.
I love it, bro. Let's go. Bro.
But it's also more of a like a cultural like fun thing too. Like if I got to be at work when I talk to you, then it's not fun. Right. You know. But I'm not discriminating.
Right.
It's got to be a certain vibe though.
I know that was crazy, kind of a crazy question to be asking someone on the internet, but you know.
I forgot this is. I love our people. I guess I already answered that. But.
Right. Yeah. All right. Final question, then we'll get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I don't know if the audience can tell. I'm so fascinated by Danny's life. I dream of living like you, brother. Going on a tear post-divorce, I'd be wilding out. All right, we got one final one here. He says, Tuck, where we at on ghosting? I do it all the time.
That's nasty.
But not in a rude way. Just some of you boys, let me tell you something right now. Y'all need to learn how to spell. Yeah. But not in a rude way, just first date. Is that fucked up? Was having an argument with a friend, bro, you gotta learn how to, who said you should communicate stuff like that. But does she? Oh,
a friend said he should communicate.
Yeah, this guy can't fuck. I don't know what he says. Love the show, thanks though. That I'll take.
Yeah.
Where are you at on ghosting?
I'm not big on. I was on a date with Shorty recently, and I call it quiet quitting. Talk about it with work.
Yeah.
But like, if we did not fuck, I really don't owe you like a crazy closure conversation.
I feel the same way.
You know, like maybe if there's a bunch of crazy dates, but even still, like, if we never like did anything physical in that way, but we're just like kind of getting to know each other or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it sounds crazy, but I just don't think I need every time someone's not into me like a proof that like, yeah, I don't fucking like you that much.
Yeah, I think it's kind of wild to be like, hey, I know we just met. Here are things I don't like about
you.
You.
Exactly.
You know,
that seems like it seems more off-putting than like helpful to me.
Yeah.
Personally. So yeah, I mean, I think for me it's more of like I'm just not going to make plans.
Yeah.
If you hit me, I'll be like, I don't know, we'll see, or I won't prioritize making plans with you. And maybe that sounds fucked up.
I don't
but
think
like,
so at all.
if you communicate that either it's casual or you haven't fucked or whatever, like I don't think I need to give a whole like sit down and have dinner, the last supper every time we're not gonna get married.
I absolutely agree. I think there's something. I will say though, this guy.
He's probably fucking.
This guy is a dirtbag.
That's crazy.
Being like, I do it a lot, LMAO. I don't know, bro. I don't know you. I don't know what you're up to. You sound like you might be wilding a little, and you need to fucking cool it and start communicating with these women.
Yeah.
But if it is like we're saying, if it's just like a first date thing, by all means. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I have indeed slept with some women and then never even spoken to them ever again. And that was when I was a real piece of shit, and I feel bad about it. And it will haunt you for a long time. So
yeah, I mean, who hasn't though?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's done. Everybody's been a dirtbag at some point.
But yeah, if the thing about people don't understand, this is real game. If you communicate how you feel about shit and are honest and not a weirdo just to get some pussy for a short-term thing, you'll get coochie 4x over.
Bro, this is our biggest piece of advice every time.
Because what happened, you have to invest. And then once it comes because you're a decent, chill. And the coochie is way better because it's not stressful. It's a good time.
Bro.
It's a vibe. People know what they're getting from you, whether it be physical, and that's it, a good time. You need to fucking move their couch a week later. Like, it'll just be a vibe versus, I need to get my dick sucked today. I'm going to do it whatever it takes.
Bro, so we had a woman write in a couple episodes ago, and she's like, I can never meet a fucking good dude. Or I'm like, this is it. It's like, to find someone worth being with, find the dude who is not trying to trick you.
Right.
The guys who are scumbags and like rats are these dudes who are trying to like fool you into like fucking them.
Facts.
By like pretending to be a thing. Find these dudes who are authentic, who are like literally being honest about their intentions. Those are the dudes who are not scumbags. It's a 100% batting average on those dudes. Maybe not 100%. I'm sure some are scumbags, but
yeah, you just kind of have to like, and it just long term makes shit so much easier. Like, our lives aren't easy.
Yeah,
our lives aren't easy. So like to make other stuff as simple as possible is like all I try to do. Now, of course, I'm not perfect, and I don't maybe say the right thing all the time, but if I was trying to act like I was trying to marry every girl that I've ever been with, and I've fucked up at times, like not knowing where I was with my intentions, it makes it 10 times more stressful.
Amen.
And it's like, coochie is coochie. Just as I'm sure dick is dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking is fucking. Like, there's someone's gonna be fucking better, longer, stronger than you.
Yeah.
On either side of the thing.
Coochie is so fire. I love the word coochie.
Yeah.
And folks, that is just some grown man advice from a 32-year-old birthday boy.
Fresh.
Happy birthday to Danny, the dog himself. Yeah. Danny, thank you so much for coming on, bro. You're so fucking funny. You know I fuck with you so much. I love your stand-up. You're absolutely hilarious. Plug your shit. We'll put the IG handle right there. If you got any dates coming up, anything you want to tell the people, your website, etc.
Yeah, man. Follow me at FollowSellers, FollowSellers, Twitter, Cash App, Instagram. Find me on Raya. If you are an older black lady or of color that likes 32-year-old niggas. I'm doing a lot of character. I'm doing some character shit. I was submitted for a thing, and I'm gonna just put a bunch of character stuff out on the gram too.
That's
fucking tired of the algorithm, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta not care, bro. It's literally.
It's the worst.
You just have to like. I mean, who gives a shit? Absolutely. You got a website or anything? We'll put that there as well.
Followsellers.com. You see all my projects. If you want to pay me money, you can submit stuff.
Let's fucking
I produce direct stuff, content too. So I directed special podcasts during the day. So if you need any production work and you got a fucking budget, come holler at me. In LA.
Believe it. Out in LA. Shout out to the boy. Happy birthday yet again. Folks, you know the drill. We get you in, we get you out. Shout out to all the theys, the thems, the straights, the blacks, the whites, the Asians, the
Negroes,
Jews, the Arabs, everyone but the Zionists. Free Palestine. We appreciate you tuning in, folks, and we will see you next